Hi, Daryl. I was going to ask if you had to point to a couple things that you think have been issues defensively through the ACC schedule, and specifically with the defensive backfield, has it just been guys being beaten by receivers? Has it been communication issues? What might you point to as the biggest factors in the struggles?
I feel like it was just communication. We have four new dudes on the back end, from last year, so we're just trying to mold together and try to fix the communication aspect on the back end.
And we helped toward that in terms of what Lance Guidry and the coaches came back with on that front.
Pardon?
How much has having this off week helped? Has have Gidry and the coaches helped refocus you all on communication issues and done things to try to improve that?
Oh yes, it's been way better. We had much more time to work on it, on shifts, motions. I feel like we're gonna be much better this week.
Thanks.
Next, we'll go to Matt Shadell at Canesport. Matt.
Yeah, hey Daryl, thanks for taking the time. Coach mentioned that Damari Brown should be back sooner rather than later. Can you just sort of talk about, and he's been practicing or cleared to practice. Can you talk about, has he sort of jumped right back into things and how much maybe he can help you guys down this stretch run here?
I feel like everybody knows he's a big leader on our team that can give us an extra spark. It's been lovely having him back, seeing him get back in the groove, and I feel like he's going to be a big part of this defense.
Next, we'll go to Adam Lichtenstein of the Sun Sentinel. Adam.
Hey Daryl, how's it going?
How you doing?
Good, good. So I know, obviously you and Xavier Restrepo, I'm sure you guys go way back, playing in high school and Broward around the same time. Playing with him in college and having known him in high school and everything, is how have you seen him grow and how have you seen him, like how much he means to the program?
Xavier Restrepo is probably one of the best receivers I ever been against. I actually knew him since we were about, I would say, 6, 7 years old. I actually played against him in 7-on-7 since we were kids, and then to be back here and playing with each other in college, I feel like it's just a dream come true. It's breaking records. He's just a very special person.
And then, this will be your last home game at Hard Rock. Just what does that mean to you? How special is it? Obviously, and you didn't start your career at UM, but finishing it here at home, what does that mean to you?
I'm thankful, man, for Cristobal taking me in as family, him believing in me, bringing me back to Miami. It was a dream come true, and I'm just thankful for the Hurricane fans, anybody that believes in me and appreciates me that's here.
Next, we'll go to Jordan McPherson of the Miami Herald. Jordan.
Yeah, hey there, Daryl. Kind of piggybacking off of a couple of those questions you were asked. What have you learned the most about yourself during your time at UM?
Um, that the competition here bring the best out of me. I feel like they turned me into a new player, better player, and I feel like Miami is probably the best place for me that I could have chose. Every day the competition, everybody's good, everybody can play, and I was thankful for that.
And then on Damari, obviously he was expected to have a bigger role on the team this year off the injury sideline. How have you see him handle his rehab process and just having to go through the motions of sitting out and just biding his time to get back? How have you seen him handle that mentally since the injury happened week one?
Yeah, I know that's probably like depressing on his end. He wanted to have a bigger impact and help us this year, but I feel like I see him gaining his confidence back. So I'm happy to see that.
We'll do a couple more for Daryl. Next, we'll go to Andrea Adelson of ESPN. Andrea.
Hey, Daryl, I'm just wondering how eager the team is to get back on the field, correct some of the mistakes from the last game, especially knowing you guys still have your goals still in front of you.
Yes, we're ready. We can't wait to get back on the field. What we put on the field last week, well, a week and a half ago, wasn't us. We feel like we need to get back to the basics of what we do, and I feel like we're gonna come out even better this week.
Anything else for Daryl? Awesome, Daryl. We appreciate your time and good luck on Saturday.
Thank you, appreciate it.
Oh, hey Cam. Thanks for taking the time.
Sure.
So you have sort of a unique perspective on Mario because you've been around him longer than anyone else on the team. I want to get your perspective on, beyond this year. Can you get a sense for what he's building here at Miami, not just for this season, but for the future? And can you talk to that a little bit?
Yeah, 100%. I mean, I think a big reason why I came up here is because I know what Coach Cristobal, that he has that, that willingness to win, his competitiveness, kind of everything. That was the main reason why I wanted to come over here and be part of what he was building. So, and I saw that when I was at my previous school. So I knew that was going to be, that's just who he is. That's the foundation he has, his work ethic, everything. It just speaks about who he is as a person, as a coach, um, his willingness to want to win, compete, and play a high level of football.
Next, we'll go to Adam Lichtenstein of the Sun Sentinel. Adam.
Hey Cam, how are you?
I'm good. How you doing?
Good, good. So obviously, you've been on teams that have, competed for playoff spots, competed for conference titles before. A lot of players on the Hurricanes have not because the Hurricanes haven't really been in this position in quite some time. So just what have you told, your teammates about what it's like to how to focus and, stay locked in when you're playing for something, big in the near
Yeah,
future.
I think a big focus this year has been want to know every week. That's kind of what we keep preaching to everybody. Is like, every week is its own week, and that's how we approach every week. Want to know throughout the week. Obviously, I tell the guys that there's a lot that we can still be playing for, and when we come out here last week and this week, like everything's attention to detail and keep going to work every day. Like we just got to keep worrying about ourselves, working on ourselves, and continue to get better throughout each and every week until it's over with.
And kind of in the same vein of having been around Coach Cristobal for so long, do you notice any changes in him and in his attitude or his mentality as things start getting bigger and bigger?
Nah, his attitude's been the same since week one. And that's everybody's. It's to go out there and put our best football on film every week. That's what our plan is to do every week. Um, he coaches hard. Our coaches coach hard, and they expect a lot out of us. And that's our job to go out there on Saturdays and play those games to a high level and ultimately walk away, 1-0.
Next, we'll go to Jordan McPherson of the Miami Herald. Jordan.
Yeah, hey there, Cam. Saturday's gonna be senior day. I know you've gone through the ups and downs, the bumps in the road in your career. Have you had the time to reflect on just the path that you've had and then more specifically your 2 years at UM, what that's meant to you to go through the path you've had and still have this goal, this chance, this opportunity in front of you right now?
Yeah, I think having this opportunity in front of me, it's everything. I mean, I've obviously been through a lot. I'm grateful to be staying on the other side, and I wouldn't have changed my journey, all the injuries. Like, if I could do it again, I would do it again because it taught me so much about life, football, relationships, everything. I'm super grateful for it. It really hasn't set in yet that, it's coming to an end, but I'm just enjoying every moment I can with the guys on the team. I think I guess what I've taken away from it is like you never know when your last snap's going to be, or you never know when you're going to see someone again for the last time. So it's like I keep telling these guys like, um, just enjoy the next couple weeks we have with each other because it could drastically change after that. You never know. So guys are coming in, guys are leaving, and just enjoy the moments we have with each other while we can.
These 2 years at Miami specifically, what have you learned the most about yourself? Where have you grown the most?
Um, I just I think I've just learned to just be a better human being to my teammates around me. I think at a certain point it was a lot about, myself, me, and more so now it's like how can I help the other people around me? How can I get them better? How can I prepare them? How can I push them to be the best players that they can be, on and off the field?
We'll do a couple more for Cam. Next, we'll go to Andrea Adelson of ESPN. Andrea.
Hey Cam, I'm wondering here on the open date just how the offense has responded after some of the frustrations, maybe the last game, particularly on third down. Some of the things that maybe you worked at and looked at to get that right over the next couple of games.
Yeah, obviously we came back from the game and
we watched the film. We saw what we had to improve on. Um, bye week we did a good job of getting better, improving, fixing the things we had to fix. I thought today's practice went really well. The guys we flew around, we had fun, um, and we competed, and that's I mean it's all positive signs for the offense, defense, the whole team in general. Like it's all positive how we came out there and attack today and go out there tomorrow, attack tomorrow, and follow that into the game.
I know obviously Cam Ward's the leader of the offense. I'm wondering if you've seen anything more out of him, considering maybe a few of the struggles on offense the last time out.
Yeah, Cam's the same guy every day. He's high energy, super competitive. He pushes his team guys around him to be better, and that's really he's kind of doing the same thing he's been doing all year, just continuing to be himself, push guys, lead because he's been doing a great job of that all year long. And guys follow, so he comes out with a good attitude, and the guys around him want to come out here, play hard, play aggressive, and take advantage of the opportunity when we get on the field.
We'll wrap up for Cam with Cass Clayton of New Era Prep. Cass?
Hey, Cam, it's C2. You talk about, helping people, helping your teammates, the tight end room. Arroyo, he's made some really big plays this year. Can you talk about what you see in practice, not just Arroyo, but in the tight end room that reflects on the field?
Yeah, I think a lot of what you see on the field is what you see at practice. Our room does a really good job of coming out here every day and going to work. Um, and that's the standard that myself and Elijah Arroyo have set. We try to go out there every day and with a good positive mindset, and we push each other. I think that's the most competitive room on the team, in my opinion, because we're constantly pushing each other, we're helping each other get better. And really what you see in practice is the same you see in the game is guys that are giving 100% effort, playing hard, playing fast, playing physical, and playing for the love of each other. When we go out there, it's about sacrificing for your teammate next to you, another brother in the room. And when your opportunity is called, you got to go make the most of it. And I feel like we do a really good job of doing that.
Awesome, Cam. We appreciate your time and good luck on Saturday.
Appreciate you guys. Thank you so much.
Hey, X. I guess the big thing is it's your final regular season home game. I know you've had quite a journey here. Can you just talk about, do you think it's going to be emotional for you? Are you able to compartmentalize it and make it just another game? Like, how do you approach it, and what do you think it's going to be like running out through that smoke?
No doubt, it's definitely going to be an emotional one. Last one in the Rock. But I mean, I think the main thing is just winning. We have control of our own destiny, and we just have to go 1-0 each and every single week. So all our main focus is on Wake Forest. They got a great group of guys that play really hard and that are really smart as well. And so yeah, I mean, of course, it's the last one in the Rock. I'm gonna miss playing in the Rock, with all these amazing fans, with my teammates and right in front of my family. But I think the most important thing is just winning.
Next, we'll go to Adam Lichtenstein, the Sun Sentinel. Adam?
Hey, X, how's it going?
Great. How are you?
Good, good. Kind of in a similar vein. I mean, we've asked you, a bunch of questions all season about the record books and, what these things mean to you. And your response is kind of always like, it's cool, but I'm focused on winning, which obviously is a good attitude. But when do you take the time to kind of think about bigger picture and things like that, more sentimental things like that? Is that just like not till after the season? You'll worry about that later, and right now you're just focused?
Right. I mean, again, I give all my glory to the man above, my Lord and Savior. And I mean, again, without him, nothing is possible. So I mean, the sacrifices that he has done, sent his only son down here, down across for us. I mean, again, at the end of the day, I'm just a superhuman, super humble human being. And I just really care about my team. Obviously, I hear things about that, and I'm just super grateful and super blessed and highly favored because, I am in the position that I'm in. But again, I couldn't have done it without my Lord and Savior.
Some of the things you've done on the field the last couple of years have been superhuman. Looking at Wake Forest, obviously you guys need to. You only scored 23 points against Georgia Tech, looking to improve. Just what were some of the biggest things you guys worked on during the bye week?
Not shooting our own self in the foot, executing at a very, very high level, not, doing anything stupid pre-snap, post-snap. And, just when the ball comes to you, during the snap, you just got to make the play. Our job description is, make catches and block on the perimeter very well. So again, we have to just get after those guys on Saturday. Again, a really, really talented team, really, really talented group of guys, well coached. And again, we just need to, bring our A game.
Next, we'll go to Jordan McPherson of the Miami Herald. Jordan.
Yeah, hey, actually, to kind of piggyback off those first two questions, in your 5 years at UM, what have you learned the most about yourself?
How resilient I am, no matter what's thrown at me. I just kind of, look to God and overcome everything that is put in front of me. I feel like I'm a very, very consistent guy. I come to work each and every single day, no questions asked. One of the first ones in the building, one of the last ones in the building. So, again, I just try to, put all the work in so that it shows on Saturdays. And if it doesn't, it's just a part of the process. So that's kind of what I've learned over the last couple of years is just, the process is the process for a reason. You can't beat the process. And I mean, at the end of the day, it's God's timing, not yours.
We'll do a few more for X. Next, we'll go to Andrea Adelson of ESPN. Andrea.
I know after or during the first open date, you guys had a players only meeting that you had talked about. I'm wondering if you guys had anything similar after this open date or during this open date, particularly as you mentioned, because you know that you guys can still control your own destiny.
Right. I mean, guys already on the team know what it is. We didn't play our best football. We let each other down. And I mean, at the end of the day, we're just super stoked to get back on the field tomorrow, even, and just practice so hard and just have the respect for each other, not to let each other down, so that on game day we have full confidence and we could just let loose and play Miami Hurricanes football.
Next, we'll go to Daryl Streeter of Caneville. Daryl.
X, how you doing?
Great. How are you?
This year, compared to the rest of the years, have you seen different coverages thrown your way? Like different defenses throwing different things at you? If so, what are some of them?
Right. I mean, there's this is hard to explain, but there's many, many ways you could run the same exact coverage, by just like dressing, dressing it up and different blitzes, showing blitz, not showing blitz, safeties coming from the opposite side of the field to guard you. I mean, again, I get bracketed each and every single game. And my outside guys do an amazing job getting open versus one-on-one. And I mean, again, my team offense is ridiculous. We have Elijah Arroyo in the slot as well, and he brings guys as well with him. So anytime I do get a chance to just basically like work my way through the defense, I do. They have thrown all types of coverages at us, but we expect it a lot because everybody plays us kind of similar. Um, and again, we have answers for everything. That's why we have the best player in the nation back there at quarterback, because he sees all that stuff. I come and watch film with him every single morning, and I mean, he points stuff out that I'm like, holy cow, So I've learned a lot of football already with Cam, and again, continuing to learn each and every single day, each and every single week, just on different coverages and how they could throw, a cover two shell with, a zero look or even a two invert with like a three look or something like that. So there's just so many things that, a defense could do just like an offense can do. You just have to just really lock in on the details and know that, everyone's going to get to a certain zone on the field. And that's the most important thing to understand.
All right, thanks. And congratulations, bro, if you haven't heard from me.
Thank you so much. I appreciate you.
X, we appreciate your time and good luck on Saturday.
Thank you, Josh. Appreciate you, brother.
Yeah, hey, OJ. Can you talk a little about what the defense worked on the most during the bye, and in particular the secondary with some of the communication issues that Coach Guidry talked about?
Yes, sir. We definitely worked on communication, alignment, assignment football. Doing your job every play, no taking plays off.
Next, we'll go to Jordan McPherson of the Miami Herald. Jordan.
Yeah, hey OJ, what's the give and take between after you have a performance like guys did against Georgia Tech, having a bye week to go through everything and work through the issues versus wanting to get back out there right away and prove that you guys are able to? to fix. You guys are able to play better than you did, and not have to wait 2 weeks in order to get back on the field.
I mean, the bye week was great, man. We worked on a lot of alignment and assignment football, communicating a lot better. And as I mentioned before, alignment and assignment. That's all we had to do. Fix on our mistakes and can't take no plays off.
Next, we'll go to Adam Lichtenstein of the Sun Sentinel. Adam.
Hey OJ, how are you?
Good, how are you?
Good, good. So obviously, last home game this season, been a big year for you, your first year, and getting a good amount of playing time, playing really well. Do you take the time to like kind of reflect on just how far you've come in the last even 3 or 4 months?
Oh yes, sir. I usually look back at it, and every week, like I said, me watching film, as I mentioned before, me watching film with older guys, the older guys staying on me in confidence. Week by week, I get better and better, and as long as I keep doing what I'm supposed to do, I'm unstoppable.
And then just looking at Wake Forest in particular, just what have you seen from them on film from their offense?
They have a great offense. They do a lot of tricky plays, a lot of stuff, but overall, they're really great.
Next, we'll go to Jordan McPherson of the Miami Herald. Jordan.
Yeah, hey again, OJ. Just curious from your perspective, how has Damari been handling everything? Obviously, got injured week 1, was hoping to have a bigger role this year and having to start by this time. How have you seen him handle his rehab and trying to get back on the field and do what he can to help you guys?
I mean, Damari is great. Anytime he comes with us, especially me, if you guys watch the game film, every time I go to the sideline, Damari's helping me on my mistakes and making sure I don't make the mistakes he made when he was playing as a freshman. So I mean, he's great. He's coaching. He's getting everybody better. He's getting involved. If he plays this week, he plays this week. But hey, it'll be great to have him back on the field.
We'll do a few more for OJ. Next, we'll go to Andrea Adelson of ESPN. Andrea.
OJ, I wanted to ask you a follow-up on Wake's offense because they do that slow mesh, which you guys don't really see very often. And I'm wondering from a defensive perspective, how challenging it is to play an offense like that when it's so unique and something that you don't generally prepare for.
I mean, their offense is great. Like I mentioned earlier, their offense is very great and tricky. As long as we play alignment and assignment football and communicate, we'll be great.
Next, we'll go to Barry Jackson of the Miami Herald. Barry.
Hi, OJ. Have any former Canes players, any former Canes greats commended you either in person for your play this year or via text message or something? Michael Irvin, former cornerback in the program. Anybody?
When I see them, they can congratulate me, tell me keep going harder. I just got to keep going and keep pushing.
What guys? What guys come to mind who've said something?
I talked to Michael Irvin on the sideline before every game. He tells me keep going and keep doing my job, and I'm gonna be a great one.
Thanks.
We'll wrap up for OJ with Daryl Streeter of Caneville. Daryl.
OJ, what's going on?
What's up, football, Bill?
Hey, what's going on? Your former high school teammate Ryan Mack had just got back on our field, bro, and he went down with another injury. What was your message to him, man? Have you spoke with him a lot lately?
Me and Ryan talk all the time. That's my roommate. He knows you got to keep pushing and keep going. God gives his toughest battles to his toughest soldiers, and he's one of those soldiers you got to keep fighting through.
Appreciate it.
Yes, sir.
Awesome, OJ. We appreciate your time and good luck on Saturday.
Yeah, thank you guys.